Greetings and salutations, my name is Ahrtimmer, and the game in the background is E.Y.E Divine Cybermancy. This, sadly, isn't a Do You Remember? I simply had nothing prepared this week, and so instead I've decided to put together a bit of a short video to kind of look at what's coming, basically. And, yeah, so despite the fact that I couldn't get a Do You Remember out this week, I've acquired a few more games, so I've got about 3 more weeks of material there, and I may be able to get my grubby little mitts on something else in the future. With any luck I will, and thus be able to keep a constant flow of content for you guys, but always feel free to basically send in any, or send me a message just saying, hey, I think you should do this game. This was a classic, I really loved it in my, say, childhood or a few years back, and I'd like to see you put together a video of it. I am more than willing, and more than happy even, to do that. Because the point of the Do You Remember show is to look back at all the games that not just I really liked, but all the games that you guys really liked. Or in some cases, the games that you never want to see again, as we did with Hellgate London. So, just to give you a heads up, in the future we will be doing Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That's a classic that, sadly, I've never played before myself, so I imagine many of you will remember that game, and I hope you'll enjoy my mad flailing around as I attempt to achieve something. Also on the list is a game called Battle Engine Aquila, and the fairly well-remembered Battlefield 1942, the original in the Battlefield series. So those are just a few of the things that are coming up, and I hope you guys can look forward to those. The other thing I like to talk about is I've been thinking a lot about the idea of doing a Let's Play. Now, it's almost certain that I will be doing a Let's Play of Diablo 3 when that comes out, because of popular demand, basically. All my close friends who know that I'm doing this show have been very keen for me to do that when the game comes out. So that will likely be happening. But I'd like to get a bit more experience under my belt in just real-time commentary, so I thought I'd give you guys the option of what I do. I would like, well, all of you to just post in the comments below what you would like to see me do a Let's Play of. Now, there are 3 main options, those being Left 4 Dead, Magicka, and Morrowind. Now, Morrowind will likely be massive in terms of the length of it, and it'll probably be fairly boring for quite a few of you, because it's... I don't want to say it's a boring game, because I love playing it, but the scale of it and the amount of time you spend, you know, just walking from place to place will throw a lot of you off. It throws me off occasionally. When I first played Morrowind, I never thought I'd enjoy it, and I played it just a few minutes longer, and all of a sudden really got into it. Left 4 Dead would be played by myself, as well as the Girati Master. You may or may not know of him. There's also Kushala, also known as Real Impact, also known as, he's got like a bajillion different usernames. Mainly Kushala Daora, but his official name is Real Impact, because Kushala Daora is, of course, a Monster Hunter reference. And none other than the, not quite famous enough for my personal opinion, Reverse. A great friend of mine made the tutorial videos for The Hidden, which have been received quite well, and Yes, he and I have been playing Left 4 Dead for almost forever. As long as I've known him. I met him playing Left 4 Dead, and he's one of the longest friends I've ever had. Longest running friend. Longest running friendship, let's go with that. So those are the main options. Oh yes, and Magicka, which would basically just be a continuation of the video's Adventures in Magicka Land, which you may or may not have seen. They well, it's the same group of people, not quite the same game, but just as fun. And yeah, I will be doing more of that regardless, but we might put a lot of effort into getting a regular schedule out, or we might just do it as an occasional thing, depending on whether or not you'd like it to be the main focus of the Let's Play. So that's all that's going on over here. You'll have to bear with me if my schedule's a little bit off. Being a university student, I've got quite a few assignments coming up, and exams are just around the bend, or so they keep telling me. So if content is late or doesn't appear when you expect it to, that's likely the reason. That's really all I have to say. Well, have a nice day. I will speak to you all in the future, probably next week on Wednesday with Wolfenstein. And that's all from today. Thanks and good night.